So welcome to your Coach Academy training call 3. And this call is really completely separate and different really to any other structure of training that I have led you guys through, and probably that you've seen in the Beachbody Champions page. I'm pretty certain in the Beachbody Champions training, they talk about Emerald, going Emerald, the rank of Emerald and your progression through to Diamond. And I know a lot of you guys, well, hopefully you watched my video in the team page earlier on, which was me talking about really clubbing together with you guys and moving through to push us as a team into a 10-star diamond team. And you guys don't even know what that is yet. I don't expect you guys to know what that is yet, but this call is essentially the stepping stone, which is going to get you on that road, okay? And it's really fundamental. The reason why I deliver this training personally for my team and my new starters so early on is that going Emerald, which is, I'm going to explain what it is and how you do it, is so super simple that sometimes I haven't explained it and then somebody on the team has, enrolled people and they could have gone Emerald already. So that's why I try to catch you guys early on. It really is super simple, but I'm just going to share my screen and I'll explain more, okay? So let's just see if we can get that to come up in full screen. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. So why do you want to become an Emerald coach, and what is it fundamentally? Because you guys don't know what that is yet. So Emerald is your very, very first rank in your business, okay? And a lot of you guys have become a coach, yes, to help people with their health and wellness, but also to build a business and a residual income, which is going to serve you for the rest of your life. If that's the way you view this business, that's what it will do for you, and potentially to create a legacy for your family, if you have a family. And no jokes, that is exactly what this business will do for you, if indeed that's what you want to do. That being said, there are many people, and particularly you guys that are, brand new, you might just want to earn a bit of cash on the side every month, and by helping other people with their health, but also start to mentor others, okay, as you get more confident in this business, as you start to do your challenge groups. I know Sevink and Riz have already got a few people in, which is just amazing to see, and I'm super proud of you guys. But Emerald is a decision, and that's why the name of this call is Emerald in 24 hours, okay? So effectively, for all intents and purposes, all you need to know is that Emerald is you plus 2, okay? It's 2 people. Now, those 2 people need to be active coaches, and kind of the first thing that people usually say at this point is, I don't know anyone that wants to coach. I have no idea who would want to coach. It seems a bit soon for me to ask. And that's not really the purpose of this call today. The reason for this call is that actually, to go Emerald, for the most part, every single person in my team that has done that, or any team for that matter, will mainly enroll one person as a control account, which is an account, as it says in the name, that you are effectively in control of. You are paying for that person to enroll. You need their permission. And essentially, you are securing these 2 spots here are the very top 2 spots in your business in terms of your ability to build a residual income. So as you build your business, as you build a team in time, what happens is the business will build out left and right, okay? So these 2 top spots are going to be the highest income earning potential spots. And that is the reason why most coaches will train their teams to ensure that one of these active coaches is a control account, okay? Because in time, once you've secured that spot and you start to build underneath it, and again, this is, way beyond where you are right now, but securing that spot is so fundamental because it will earn you so much more money than if you'd have waited and put them further down, okay? So these are your first 2 spots. Now, it could be a discount coach. Now, you've probably heard in trainings in the Beachbody Champions page the term discount coach, or even on the national wake up call, or even me talking about it. A discount coach is somebody that doesn't actually actively want to work the business at all, but you have enrolled them with the kind of name coach. So in Share a Cart, instead of clicking customer, you click coach, because any person that enrolls as a coach gets a 25% discount on any future product order that they make, which means that if you have somebody that thinks they might even slightly want to continue with the superfood or even the performance line, so the Energize and the Recover is the other challenge pack you can do. Most people start with a Shakeology challenge pack. It is in your interest and their interest to start them as a discount coach, because if they do decide they want more, they've locked in that discount. Even with the $15.95 or the £15.95 business fee, it makes it, I think, £18 cheaper overall, because you've secured that discount and the shipping is slightly cheaper. Okay. And that helps you build to this very first rank in your business, which is Emerald. Okay. Personally, I went Emerald with Guy. So Guy is my husband, for those that don't know. He absolutely does not work this business. I enrolled him and said, oh, do you mind if I just enroll you as my control account? He's like, yeah, whatever. I used another email address for him. I paid for it on my card. I ordered him the performance stack because I wanted to have the Shakeology, but I actually also wanted to have the Energize and Recover. I wanted to be that coach that knew how these products worked and that was a huge advocate of everything. And you'll hear me saying the term all in. If you're all in, it's so important that you are showcasing the full selection and believe in what we do. And we can't do that and we can't advise others unless we've tried those. Okay. So that's amazing from the perspective of, if you are going to order additional product, if you have enrolled a control, each time you order that product, guess what? You are going to earn money from that control, even though you wouldn't have had you put it under yourself. So if you put the performance stack, which is the performance challenge pack, Energize and Recover, which you'll see a lot of us have, I absolutely swear by them. I put it under my control because I earn about 40 quid each month that I order it. Okay. So that was how I went Emerald, with Guy as a control account and then a discount coach. Now that discount coach actually happened to be an old work colleague from London. She just wanted to try the superfood, actually, believe it or not, which is really quite rare. I don't tend to see that, but she was literally like, Izzy, I just really need help. I need something nutritious. This superfood you're having looks amazing. And I enrolled as her as a discount coach. Now, the reason why I did that, as I explained to her, as I've explained to you guys, is that it saves her money overall. Okay. That was me. Bang, bam, Emerald. Okay. So hopefully you have somebody in your family that is a parent, spouse or partner that you can enroll a control account as. Someone like Sarah here enrolled 2 controls, which effectively her father actively does the programs as well, which was like an amazing win-win. Like, I honestly haven't really seen that. So that was amazing. And then her spouse. So she's literally got control as she builds of both sides of her business, which is the best place to be, because as you build and one side stronger than the other, that's how you make income. So you can then control where you're building on both sides. Now, I'm not saying to you guys that I advise doing that. My advice actually isn't to do that unless you have the ability to do that, you're financially able to do that, and that's what you really want to do. Because I don't want you guys as newer coaches forking out for something and then not seeing a return on it. That's not what this is about. This is about you building a business that is going to serve you and build the maximum compensation for you. That's what this is about. Okay. Active coach means that they need to be active. Okay. And an active coach is somebody that has an active order in a 5-week period of over 50 PV, which is 50 personal volume. Just to give you a few examples, Shakeology is 90. The performance stack Energize and Recover is 90. 2 packets of Beach Bars is 60. So you could actually enroll a control with 2 packets of Beach Bars. Now, that wouldn't get you Success Club points because you need 90 PV to get Success Club points for a challenge pack. So that's just something in case you're sort of the cogs are whirring and you're thinking about how you would want to do this. I'm going to move on to the next slide. So what's in it for you? This is all great, but what does that actually mean for me? You guys are probably all wondering. So as I said, it's the first rank in your business, and genuinely, I think this is is the biggest one. This is the mindset one. This is the, wow, okay, my coach has shouted me out, I've gone emerald. And I didn't really anticipate that, okay? I took about a month to go emerald. And then I got this shout out from my coach congratulating me on hitting the very first rank in my business, which is the point where you move your business from being just a commission-based business where you're only going to earn when people are ordering, to a residual business where you have the potential to earn income every single week of the year, regardless of what you're doing. That, guys, I'll caveat that and say that's not going to happen for you guys over the next few months, okay? I'm at that place almost 3 years down the track, and it's amazing. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing this with you guys. As you saw in my video earlier on, and the post I put, that's what I want for you guys. I don't want you guys coming in and just having a customer commission-based business. That is never going to serve you long term. You're going to have to grind, and that's not going to create this legacy, long-term residual income and flexible lifestyle that I know for a lot of you is appealing. You don't yet know how to do it, but this is the first stepping stone, okay? When I got that recognition as a new Emerald coach, it was literally like this mindset shift of, do you know what, I can do this and I am going to do it. Now I've gone emerald, I'm going to do it. I actually then got put into a diamond push group, which is kind of the next step after emerald, as I've said. And that's really where my momentum, belief and drive and success came from. If I hadn't have taken that first stepping stone to say, right, do you know what, this emerald thing isn't so hard. It is a decision. If I hadn't have done that, it would have taken me as long as it took to go emerald to actually get off the fence, over the line, to actually build a real business. And that's where we tend to see the switch in the mindset in our coaches. And so it's my job as your coach to ensure that I'm helping you along that path as quickly as possible, because of course the longer that you're in this sort of can I do it, can I not do it, on the fence, the more likely you are to not see success. And that's not what we're here for, right? That's not what any of you guys are here for. You start to receive team cycle bonus. So as I alluded to in that first slide and conversation, as you build, and I'm not going to go into the details of this here because quite frankly it's not relevant where you are immediately now, but as you build, you start to build volume on each side, okay? And as that volume accumulates, you start to cycle through it weekly, okay? And that is where you start to earn income even when you're not recruiting someone or you haven't enrolled a customer, okay? So often I'll just tell you guys, so for emerald, you cycle at $14 a cycle, which sounds like nothing. But I'll explain how it becomes quite significant. At diamond, you cycle at $18 a cycle. Now, Mackenzie shared in her I don't know if any of you guys saw yesterday, but she shared that like each week she's got about 8,000 of team cycle. I'm approaching that. I'm not there yet. 8,000 of team cycle, 100 ratios. That's what she's cycling at. So effectively, I'm not doing all the math here, but I think it's 80 times 100 is what she's getting in a week, because she's built her team. And I'm not saying again that this is a get rich quick scheme and this is going to happen for you tomorrow. Mackenzie's 5 years in, but she is 26 years old, and she's on quite significant income for actually not doing much on the front end these days. Okay, that's what we want for you guys. Okay, to take it to a residual income. It also generates free customer leads and Success Club leads. Now this is huge. This is something that I wasn't even aware of when I became an Emerald coach. I'm not even sure many of us in our upline even knew. Like, you know, I was quite new in a new team, so I was just learning as I ran, and that's why I've done well, as I've said to you guys. So what you get, I'm just going to go across to the next screen, when you hit Success Club, and this is why, again, I instill in you guys that it is a necessity if you're serious about your business that you hit Success Club every month. It just is. You're not going to build a viable long-term business if you aren't helping people get on board each month. It's just a hobby, okay? If you hit Success Club in the preceding month, so this example shows December, if you hit Success Club in December, which just for ease of clarity is 3 people with a challenge pack, does not matter whether they are customers or coaches incidentally, and you are an active Emerald coach, you will get given 12 customers by Beachbody. They will appear in your back office, okay? Now, at Success Club 5 for the preceding month, you won't get any commission off their initial order, okay? But any subsequent order that they make, and again, just to clarify, you don't get dibs on what they've ordered, right? They just get divvied up across Beachbody and sent to all of those coaches that are active Emerald or above and have hit Success Club. So you could have someone with a $200 order, you could have someone with a $30 order, okay? You don't receive commission from that initial order. However, should they subsequently order, say it was Shakeology, you will get the commission on that. Now, where the magic happens, and this is where for me, Success Club 10 is always a absolute non-negotiable for me as the leader of a business that is supporting my family and our lives. I need to be hitting Success Club 10 every month, because if I hit Success Club 10 in the preceding month, so say I hit it in December, I get given 9 customers by Beachbody. They're people that have been usually enrolled from sort of infomercials, things like that. So they haven't enrolled with a coach. They just get given you. You get the commissions from those 9 customers from the moment they order. And you can see here, this coach got $357 in commission in the month of January, just because she was active Emerald. She maintained that and hit Success Club 10 in the preceding month. So it's just a no-brainer, and it's something I didn't realize. And guys, I'll just share, like, almost 3 years down the track, and I've hit Success Club 10 consistently for over 2.5 years now. Literally, my back office with customers that actually, a lot of the reason why customers enroll via the back office is because they don't want to coach. Okay, so I will have reached out to them, tried to make contact, just been supportive. They just repeat order their stuff. So I'm just getting this repeat order. You can imagine, after 2.5 years, that's quite some significant amount of income from people that are just coming through as customers. Okay, so that's so important. Okay, this is where sometimes people get confused. So I'm going to do my best to explain this kind of as clearly as possible. So if you enroll a control account, so this is an example of a coach that has enrolled their spouse, okay? But a control, just for ease of clarity, you might want to write this down, can be a partner, a parent, or a child over the age of 18. It cannot be a sister or a brother, okay? And we came a cropper on that when someone did it, and I didn't realize it was a problem, and then compliance contacted us, okay? So they're the people that you can enroll under the same card details as a control. Okay, and you can see here, this is her husband's business center, and in that first year that she had her business, her husband's business center was not earning her any income at all. But this coach knew clearly that she wanted to build a long-term, viable, hugely successful business for herself, and so kept that spot in her business. It didn't necessarily mean, incidentally, guys, that she had to keep that active. So say you want to secure that spot, but you really can't afford or justify the monthly cost of keeping that active right now, that's okay. And actually, I did that. I allowed Guys Business Center to go inactive. I put someone else on the other side, because for me, I was like, once I've gone Emerald, I am not dropping that. So I just enrolled someone else on that side, which kept that Emerald, okay, because they need to be active, and allowed him to be inactive until such a time as I knew I was going to start building underneath him, which meant I was going to start to earn income. So just to be clear on that. But you can see here, so she's not earning any money from her spouse's business account in that first year. This is 4 years down the track, and you can see, hopefully guys, on a weekly basis, this is in dollars, but you can see that's some huge significant amount of income that she is earning from her spouse's account, which she controls. So it's almost $7,000. What's that? Probably just under $6,000 at the moment on the, conversion dollars to pound. It's changing all the time at the moment. And it's not as though she did anything additional. All she has done is built her business center to diamond. Again, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of diamonds right here. And then built under her spouse. Okay, she's put coaches under her spouse, and that has meant that not only is she earning in her top spot, she is earning in her spouse account. So essentially, she's doubling her money. And I will just share, some weeks in my business, Guy's account earns more for me than my own does. And I was nearly that coach that was like, I just can't justify another 160 quid. But all I would say is that, and this is as an aside sort of really, if I think about how I've grown and built and where I've seen success, I will tell you that the single best thing you can do to really kind of, I suppose, put fuel up your backside is invest. Okay, because when you invest financially, you better bet your mind gets on it. Okay, and that's happened for me every step of the way with this business. I went and did a sneak peek in San Diego when I was just an Emerald coach. I wasn't even Diamond. I paired up with a coach in the States, and I said to Guy, I'm just going to use my overdraft, and I'm going to go there and I'm going to do a coach sneak peek. And we're just going to do this international sneak peek. And that investment of so much money scared the shit out of me so much that it literally propelled me. Okay. So I just want to give those examples because I know for a lot of you, you're probably like, that doesn't make sense. And I very much come from a family of scarcity, of don't invest money unless you know that, it's guaranteed that you're going to make money back. And that this business doesn't work like that. That's why mindset is so fundamental. Once you've made that investment decision, right, now I'm going to make sure I earn that back and the flipping rest. And every single time now, I have a business coach. I invest a lot of money in my business growth with that business coach. That's what I need to earn, without question, with significant profit on what I'm investing. So that is what puts fuel under my backside and keeps me growing and keeps me being that leader for you guys. So that's it. I'm sure there are questions. So who are your two? And that's why it's Emerald in 24 hours. It's about thinking about, have I got a spouse, a parent, or a child over the age of 18 that I can enroll as my control? And I would say probably the performance line if you don't already have it, guys. And if you have ordered the performance line, I would get a control set up and get it ordered under there because it's going to earn you money. And then thinking about your dirt list. And I love to think about it like that. Like literally, if you're setting up a new business, who out of your close friends and family would buy dirt from you to see you succeed? That person is the person that's going to be the discount coach that's going to help you get there. Okay. And that's why it's Emerald in 24 hours. And if you guys do that in a 24-hour period, you will get either a personal development book of your choice or a planner of your choice, okay, from whoever your coach is. So, and I will just say rank advancement day is Thursday. So in your back office, even if you enrolled 2 coaches today, any rank change won't happen till Thursday. So say you did this on the Friday, it would take till the following Thursday to be recognized. And the final thing is really just to bear in mind that our Level Up mentorship is technically for active Emerald coaches and above. And that's where Sarah and Joe have really started to grow. Sarah, Joe, before I open it for questions, do you want to add anything?
No, I think you covered everything. Go on, Sarah. I'm done.
It's just in terms of, I guess it would, just in terms of how I did it, I suppose, might help. Just, it's how I did it, but it's not necessarily how it works for everybody else. So I had a spouse account on my control side. So just like Izzy, I have a Shakeology order. And Nick is my husband, and he has the control on one side. And he actually has the performance stack because he actually has a Peloton. He's a massive cyclist. So although he's got no interest in what we're doing, he actually uses the performance stuff anyway as a sports guy. So he actually runs it through on that side. My second account, Izzy's right, was actually my dad, but my dad actually joined as a boot camper. So he joined as a boot camper, and he was my first boot camper. And my very first challenge group was me and my dad. And I never in a million years expected that to happen, because this is a guy in his 60s who hasn't done any exercise in forever. But he decided that he was going to give it a go, and he's done 21-day fix about 4 times now, and doesn't want to do anything else because it's what he knows. But what I did was he had his challenge pack on that first time, so he became a discount coach and had his challenge pack, and then I simply took over the bank account details on it, if you see what I mean. So at that point, he became my second control, but I hadn't actually had to pay for it. So I think that's just worth saying. I hadn't actually had to invest twice. And then he's gone inactive on that side from a discount coach perspective, so that we don't have to pay the ongoing at this stage. But I've got my bank account on that account, if you like. So as in time, I can restart it if I need to. So I am only running with one active control, if you like, but had both spots. That was just circumstantial. Yeah.
Joe, do you want to?
No, I think everything's covered there. I haven't really got anything. Yeah, I mean, my control's my husband, and then I've got another control on the other side as well. And I didn't actually, I think I went Emerald quite early, but I already enrolled 2 discount coaches, didn't I, that weren't control. I only literally got my control accounts a couple of months ago, so I was quite late to the party with mine, because I'd already enrolled 2 discount coaches, which were originally boot campers. I just switched them over. So yeah, I did mine slightly different.
That actually is a really good point, Jo, because we've got Riz and Sevink who've enrolled customers already, which is totally the right thing to do for now. I didn't want to like confuse you with it right from the get-go. But if you know they are going to want the superfood guys, let me know and I'll send you the form. They basically pay the 40 quid, but because they've enrolled with the challenge pack, they get it refunded. But it means that then on any ongoing superfood or performance stack line order, they're getting that discount, which even with the business fee makes it, as I said, I think it's about $18 cheaper overall each month.
Yeah, and the way I put that to my boot campers is like when they've finished their first sort of 3-week program, I sort of do a review with them, ask them how they're getting on with the superfood, etc. Say, do they want to continue it? And if they say yes, I say, well, and then I explain to them that they're better. I don't say to them, you need to convert to coach. I just say, you're probably better off if we apply a coach discount to that. So I just explain it that way. And then they explain what the role is, but obviously they're not coaching and they understand that way. But that way they just automatically think they're getting a 25% discount. I don't.
That's a good way of putting it. I've never thought of saying that, Jo. That's great.
Yeah, because I was just getting tongue tied by going, right, I'll convert you to a coach, but you don't need to coach. So I just say, like, let me apply the coach discount, and then just explain what I have to do. Do it that way.
Sounds much better than the way I put it. Awesome. Is anybody totally confused? Does anyone have any questions? And as I always say, like, particularly with this call, I bet you guys are like, you must all have questions, I can only assume. So if you've got a question at the back of your mind, just ask it, because I think probably many other people will probably have the same question at the back of their mind.
Izzy, I have a question.
Yeah.
So my sister-in-law just signed up. And my brother has used it in the past, so I think he would be a perfect discount, or my sister-in-law could be a perfect discount coach.
Yeah.
Does that mean I would have access to their order? Like, I'm just a little confused with, if I set them up as a discount coach, they obviously have to order every month, correct?
To stay active, they do. They don't technically have to order every month if they switch over.
Okay, so they have to stay active, but they would go in and do their ordering themselves, or is that something I would do?
It depends. So it could be, there's 2 eventualities here. There's having a control account, which effectively you have that control of that account. It's usually registered to one of your email addresses. Like Guy's is registered to mine. I do all the orders in there myself. But if this is actively your sister-in-law actually wanting the product ongoing and wants the control of that account herself, i.e. the ability to order when she wants, she would need to do that. That being said, if you want to take control of that and you want to discuss that with her, you could take control of that and put your card details in. So I suppose it just depends what you want to do, and if she'd be willing to do that. But if it is just that she wants the discount on the Shakeology because she's going to want it every month, I would just, all you do is you literally go to share a cart whilst we're all here. It's so easy, and it's something I just had to figure out. You literally go to share a cart, you put in the email address they enrolled with at share a cart, and it will populate it. It recognizes that they're already registered, and then all you do is click coach.
Okay.
And then I think it says enroll without purchase, and you do that, and then basically, as I said, they need to pay the $40, and then I will send you the form that once they've done that, they fill out a refund form, which is basically called a Coach Challenge Pack refund form, which is because they initially enrolled with the challenge pack, they get the $40 back, because when you guys enrolled as coaches, all of you enrolled with the challenge pack, and the $40 coach fee is included in that. So that's why you would get it refunded. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, it does make sense. Thank you. Okay, I get it.
No worries. I can send the form to you if you want after something.
Yes, please.
Yeah, no worries.
I have a question. Mine kind of leads on because I haven't signed up my person yet because they wanted to do it at the end of the month. So if they haven't signed up and they haven't got their challenge pack, can I offer it to them at a discount before we get going? Or do I just don't say a word, sign them up, and then do what you've just said, which is, would you like to get money off? Shall we do this? And do it after the fact. Is it easier to do it after then?
It just depends on your confidence with it, I'll be honest. You know, it is technically easier from a logistics perspective to just get them enrolled as a coach from the get-go. It just depends how confident you feel about discussing that whole scenario with them. I think some coaches are better than others, and I just want to be honest about that. Some people like get their knickers a bit in a twist about how to talk about it, but effectively it's what we've just discussed. Do you think you're going to want the product ongoing? If so, I'll just enroll you. You could use Joe's terminology. What did you call it, Joe?
I just say I'll apply the coach discount. What I do when I sign up a customer now, I say to them, there's two ways I can sign you up. I can sign you up as literally just as a customer, or I can sign you up with a discount, with a coach discount. And the coach discount means you get exactly the same as you did as a customer, but you get 25% discount. And then I have to explain to them about the £15 fee, but then how it works out, and they're actually saving so much per month. And then I literally just put the ball back at the client and say, it's entirely up to you, whatever you want to do. Even if you want to start as a customer, I can always switch you over if you like the products and want to get the discount. And then they normally come back and just say either or. So just try and keep it really simple.
So leading on from that and related to Emerald, if I've got my control one and then this would be my first new person or my first actual person, are they going into slot number 2? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, they will if they come in as a discount. Yeah.
And I wrote it on, but you're talking through your slides. But I just said wrote, can you take someone off if they're not active, or can you change that second person, or are they there forever?
So this is really interesting and something that I've never honestly actively done, but technically by the regulations of Beachbody, so long as the person going out has actively cancelled and you have their written permission to fill their spot, you can replace it with somebody coming in. Now, that to me is quite complicated because who do you know? How do you know who's going to run? How do you know who's going to be? You don't know who's going to be a good coach or not, but it could be that you have another control you want to put in there and somebody is inactive. The thing is, Simone, if they're inactive, they haven't cancelled their coach business.
Yeah.
They are just inactive. They're still holding that spot. Until somebody actively cancels, that's the only time that spot technically becomes available. So then it would just be, if that happened, as that person was going out, can you just confirm that you're happy for it? Because technically, this is like all the technicalities, which I generally don't go into because it gets people confused. But technically, if somebody leaves, they're entitled to that spot in their business back again within 6 months. And that's why you need permission from the person going out to pop someone in that spot, which you can do as long as you've got their permission.
But some of these examples that we're giving now, aren't we, are that you're offering people a discount, but they don't ever want to be a coach. So they're not really going to be helpful for me in building my business, are they? In getting people in, they're only in buying products. So do I want to fill the slot with a person who I know is like me, really, that's a coach, that's driven, that they know that this is what they want to do? I mean, she might not, I've got someone in mind, but she might not know she wants to do it, but she's a person with drive. Whereas the person who I will be signing up, I don't even really know her that well, so I really don't want to put her in there. Do you know what I mean? So
it just depends on your mindset with it. For me, and for most of the coaches on the team, it's I'm going to hit that parameter because that's going to give me the mental mindset and momentum I need to get into those groups and that belief. And guys, don't underestimate that. You're not there yet, so you kind of can't see or feel it. That feeling when you go Emerald, and I know like Joe and Sarah will probably share, like that's when you go, right, let's, and you kind of, I do totally understand that mindset behind it, but for the cost of that mindset and self-belief and momentum, is it worth waiting to fill that spot with an active coach? I don't think so, personally, based on
so just fill it
I see from people as they go Emerald.
Just fill it with 8. Okay.
The other major trigger is to not underestimate having those customers land in your back office. And when we say back office, we mean the coach portal where you do various bits of training. Emerald made a massive difference to me in that first period, a huge difference. It was a self-belief thing. But the next massive thing was the first time I had somebody land in my coach office as a customer that Beachbody had given me. And I remember messaging Izzy and going, oh my God, I've just got my first customer. they're all American, my customers now. They're all in America. I haven't managed to make an active relationship with any of them. But the very first time somebody landed, and I'd got this person and a name and an email address, and I could make contact, it made me feel real. It made me feel like a coach. It made me feel like I got a business, and that was huge compared to just kind of being theoretical on paper. You don't get that.
Who here on this call was one of those?
What was that?
Riz.
Oh, yes.
Was just given to me by Beachbody. I reached out to Riz, and Riz actually replied, and we had this conversation. She was like, I need help with this, I need help with that, and I helped her. And guys, I'll be honest, like, it doesn't happen that often. A lot of people, as I said, have been rolled because they don't want to chat, but I'll always reach out. And we had this conversation. She started, which program did we start with? Was it MBF?
No, I started with 21 Day Fix, which I had previously done, but I straight away bought the 9 weeks Control Freak.
That was it. And then had this amazing experience, and then wanted to learn about the coaching. So, and Riz is doing amazing already.
This Emerald stuff all sounds really interesting, but I just want to get my head around the control account has to be someone, a member of from my own immediate family, my dad, my husband, or my daughter.
Mainly because it is an account you're going to control with your card details, and the only way that Beachbody as a compliant firm will allow you to do that, have two accounts with the same card details, is in the eventuality that it is a parent, a child over 18, or a spouse or partner.
And then once I've got them, they're one of my the active coach, or they're not?
They're one. They exactly. So the control account is one of those active coaches.
And then what if, one of my ladies who signed up as a customer, can they also join in to become an active coach? I know you've said this, but I'm just sort of...
Yeah, don't worry. Honestly, and this is why we're doing this. This is why we often have a lot of questions, and it's great you're asking questions, because I'm sure a lot of you guys sitting here are like, what about this? What about that? So yes. So what you would do is exactly what I was explaining to
do the form thing.
Yeah. And so you do the email address for her in your Share cart, and it will bring her up. Coach, more without purchase. Here, pay £40. Then send the form, which I'm going to send the link to you after, so you've got it. And that will put her as an active coach as your one of those two spots. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I did. I started as a customer, converted to coach. Exactly like that.
Yeah. Brilliant.
And the other thing, guys, sometimes with discount coaches, subliminally, when they see that coach thing, and I've seen this a lot, they start engaging and thinking more about being a coach because they have enrolled as a coach. And it is that really subtle seed that's sown. And I think, again, don't underestimate if somebody wants to be a customer. I was looking actually at some graphs that were sent in our Diamond group for the UK, looking at the elite top coaches and how they hit elite, which is just this parameter where you are building teams, basically. And about 25% of them enrolled mainly customers that became coaches that got them to elite. So there were people that never came to the business for the business. They came to the business for the fitness and then converted. And that was a really interesting statistic to me. And I think, again, that subtle seed sown of discount coach, even if you're not talking to them about coaching, and then they have a great experience in your bootcamp, which is why you want to give them an amazing experience in your bootcamp, because then they're like, what's she doing? How can I do that too? So then you ask them, you're engaging in this group. Do you want to learn about the coaching? Don't underestimate that either. Joe, did you want to add anything?
No, I don't think so.
Can I ask something a little bit unrelated to what we're talking about today?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Just to do with your bod group.
Yeah.
Am I joined? I thought I joined, and then I realised I had to answer questions. Then I didn't have time to do that, so I have to come back to it. But so if I'm joining yours, am I taking part in yours? Because then I feel like I'm going to go over the edge with doing yours and doing mine.
Right. This is the amazing thing about bod groups. you can click the settings so that you can log your workouts in 10 different groups, and it will literally feed everything across 10 groups, like same as Shakeology.
Right.
So I actually feed into 3 groups. I mean, 2 of the groups I don't think are even really active, but I'm still posting in there for all intents and purposes. So yeah, that's what you would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And because we're going to have a bit of a lull between us finishing, if you're doing one, like I'm doing the 21-day fix, and then before my people start, can I just sign up to anything and just kind of just try something out? But should I really then be trying to keep up with that? So say I pick a 6-week one, but then I'm still going to do the 21-day with them. Am I going to be doing 2 workouts? And
I wouldn't do 2.
ourselves.
I wouldn't do 2. You're going to get burnt out. You're going to lose the joy, and it will get, particularly with where your life's at right now, you're going to get stressed out.
Yeah.
Go with, she's like, talking to Simone, my brain flips over. But she's very high energy, so we're very lucky. What was I going to say? What I usually do is go with the program I want to do. And I've had this conversation, I think I had this conversation with you. Like, if you don't love or really embrace what you're doing and you don't want to do it, people feel that energy. Okay, incidentally, it turns out at the moment we've got these new programs, so we're all doing the same one, and I literally love it. But for you, for example, I don't think you want to do the 21-day fix again, do you?
I don't mind. I kind of liked it, and
well then do that again with your boot campers. That's amazing.
Because I could just change my weights, because I actually went thinking like a nutter that I am. I thought I'd go hardcore from the beginning and not bother to go light. So I've done that, but then I could go even more hardcore when I was light, if you see what I mean. So I don't mind carrying on with them, but in between I could do something that I fancy else, like a bar or something, and then come back to them. Is that so? Then I can kind of match what I'm doing. Yeah, okay.
As long as you've explained what you're doing and why you're doing it, I mean, it just shows the versatility of what you're doing. Like, do you know what, guys? I've just done this. And I'm doing this one, and actually I'm going to share it in here. And then if you want to maybe do it afterwards, you by all means do it. You know, just go with your heart, I would always say, because you're their coach. And our number one thing is to pour from an overflowing cup. And if we're doing a program that we're bored of or we hate, we're not going to be in that energy for them, which is like the lifeblood of this business is your energy, belief, and enthusiasm for what you're doing.
Yeah, perfect.
Any other questions? No.
Not a question, but it's me again. Just to say, I had a great day yesterday because I was living the dream. I did the workout earlier and felt amazing, shared it with the world. I was winning. Then I was doing my like tidying and everything with Rachel Hollis on my phone. So I was like, we're getting so much done. And I just wanted to say, and then I had a call with you, so I was just like winning. And then this morning I woke up. It's slightly different, but I'm going with, that was an awesome day. And so say thank you.
You're gonna have, I mean, you're homeschooling one and you've got one in nursery and you're running a PT fitness instructor business. And I mean, if you haven't seen Simone on Instagram, she's there live like every day on an island. It's amazing. But you know, by your very personality, you're gonna have days where you smash it, and honestly, you're gonna have days where you're tired, like you just are. So
yeah. But I just wanted to say yesterday was a really awesome day because things were clicking, and I really want to say thank you. So
that's just, you know, and guys, like with that, it's quite good that you've mentioned it, albeit it's not Emerald. With your routine as a coach and your workouts and your nutrition and fitting all of this in, and we'll talk about this next week, making sure you're starting to do this, guys, and complete it, because this is going to give you structure no matter how busy you are. It's going to take you time to work out what works best for you. It's going to take you time to build a habit that works for you. And for someone like me, my habits, you'll probably look at my stories and be like, wow, she does the same every day. Wow, how is she so consistent? It didn't start like that for me. I literally had no routine with my workouts or nutrition or Shakeology, probably for like 4 months at all. And it depends on the like season of your life. Like my son was 18 months old and I was working 3 different jobs, and I was dropping him off at odd hours and teaching spin classes really early in the morning. So a bit like you, Simone. So you just got to figure out, and you might not have a set routine every day. And I think you've just got to be okay with that. If you've got busy lives, particularly like homeschooling, it's important to be kind to yourself and just say, do you know what? I haven't found a routine with this yet, but I know I'm going to get it done today, and that's all that matters. And you'll find your pattern in the end. But it probably won't happen immediately. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you guys all night. So if you've got any questions, let me know. I think the kind of final thing I would say is that the next hurdle is just having those conversations with people with maybe your dirt list, like, hey, will you just do this because it really supports me in helping me build my business? And I know how overwhelming those conversations can be because we've been there too. So if you want help from your coach on, you know, how to construct those conversations, or you've got any other questions that you didn't want to ask here, just let us know. Yeah, go ahead, Rose.
It's not related to Emerald. We've set up a Feb Team Cup group. We've got 5 people involved.
Well done.
Is it only one person that needs to register, or do we all need to do it individually?
No, are you the team leader?
Well, I seem to be at the moment.
So yeah, you register and you just follow that effort. If you literally log into your back office,
Yep.
Yeah, just literally go to the magnifying glass,
Yep.
and write Team Cup. I think it's even on your dashboard right now. And then there'll be an FAQ, and then that's the registration form. It's quite
Okay.
easy.
Do I need everybody's details for that then?
Yeah, you need their coach ID, their email address, and their name as per their Beachbody account.
Okay, I don't mind doing that then.
Or give it to someone else if you don't want to do it. But
I don't mind.
it is quite cool being the leader of the team.
Well, Ginny's more experienced, but I know she's just started a new job and everything, so I don't
maybe
mind.
have a chat with Ginny's awesome as well. So like,
yeah, I've been. I had like a brief chat with her as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
she'll definitely help. Awesome. Okay, let's do this boomerang, and let's see who's Emerald in 24 hours. I'm excited for you guys.
Are we talking about the next 24 hours?
Yeah. No time like the present.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't catch that bit.
You should be on a head start. You've got customers enrolled already. Just got to get them switched over. I don't want you guys to get massively stressed about it though. That's not the aim of the game. Okay. Right, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for your time, and any queries, let me know, and good luck. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.